Keller just keeps on winning. Offense might be down, but Judge, Tucker, Harper all keep getting theirs. And the Mariners and Rangers come back with shutouts on Saturday. Steve Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast. We are recapping day number 66 of the Major League Baseball regular season. We do open up with our segment, That's Baseball. And took Saturday off, technical difficulties, if you will. Please stand by. Took Saturday off, so my That's Baseball is actually from Friday, and I was going to maybe do something different, but I thought this was, let's not call it important, but just interesting to me, maybe to you as well. The Mariners on Friday announcing that bench coach and offensive coordinator, yes, we have offensive coordinators now in baseball, bench coach and offensive coordinator Brant Brown was relieved of his duties. The two sides parted ways. Brown was shown the door. He was fired. Brown was brought in last offseason by the Mariners organization. And maybe we should have seen this coming. I've given the ugly strikeout numbers on occasion for the Mariners so far on the season. By the way, they're the only team in the AL West above 500 on this Sunday. First in strikeouts, over 600 through their first 60 games of the season. Now 6 games over 500. 10 or more strikeouts 38 times this season. 15 Ks in a game 5 times this season. That's a lot of strikeouts. They average over 10 strikeouts as a team offensively on the season. Julio Rodriguez showing signs, but off to a really slow start. Brant Brown out with the Mariners. Teams deciding that sometimes changes are needed. And that's baseball. Again, we are recapping day number 66 of the Major League Baseball regular season. The Guardians earning another victory, now up 2-0 in their series against the Nationals. They're one of 7 teams that will have an opportunity to complete series sweeps on Sunday. Guardians took care of business, beat the Nationals 3-2. Again, they'll have a shot at a sweep on Sunday. Ben Lively gave up 2 earned runs over 5 2/3 innings. Now 5-2 on the season. Lively 4-0 over his last 4 starts with the win on Saturday. And over those 4 starts, 23 1/3 innings of work and 8 earned runs allowed. Emmanuel Clase worked the 9th inning, 1-2-3 for Clase. The save is 18th. Jose Ramirez, 2 hits, 2 runs scored. Guardians have now won 9 in a row at home. Overall, 12-3 in their last 15. This is what I like to see as well. The Guardians are playing winning baseball. Great to see in Cleveland, right? Sellout at Progressive Field on Friday night, over 35,000 in attendance. Sellout on Saturday, over 36,000 in attendance. So a tip of the cap to the Guardians for getting off to a great start and to the Cleveland fan base for not waiting until the summer months to come out and support this team. Back-to-back sellouts Friday, Saturday. We'll see what the attendance is for the finale on Sunday. Willie Adames brought in William Contreras with an infield single in the bottom of the 10th inning. Brewers beat the White Sox 4-3. Brewers. White Sox. Adames tied the game at 3-3 in the 7th inning with a 2-run single. White Sox, now on the Major's longest losing streak of the season. Their active losing streak is at 10 in a row. They've dropped 14 of 15. Robert Gasser gave up 3 earned runs over 5 innings, quote saying, didn't have my best stuff, but it was enough. Gasser, 3 runs, all earned over 5 innings, ended up with his 3rd straight no decision. Gasser gave up home runs to Andrew Benintendi and Gavin Sheets. Brewers are now 5-0 in Gasser's first 5 big league starts. Garrett Crochet, all-star for the White Sox. At least I'd think, and I'd make an argument for it. Crochet, 1 earned run allowed, struck out 8 over 6 innings, and like Gasser, taking a no decision. Brewers manager Pat Murphy after the game called it a good win. Orioles continuing their series at Camden Yards against the Rays on Saturday. Orioles continue to win. Rays are, let's use the word, scuffling. That's my word of the year for teams that are scuffling. 14 runs, 20 base hits combined between the Rays and Orioles on Saturday. All 14 runs scored over the first 4 innings. After that, offense went away. Orioles won the game 9-5. They've taken the first 2 games of the series against the Rays. It is the first series of the season between Tampa Bay and Baltimore. Rays got 3 in the second, 2 more in the fourth. Orioles 3 runs in the first inning, 1 in the second, 3 more in the third. capped it off with 2 runs in the 4th inning. After that, no more runs scored. Ryan Mountcastle, 2 base hits, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. He scored 3 times for Baltimore. Mountcastle and Anthony Santander going back-to-back with home runs in the 1st inning. Mountcastle adding a second home run, a 2-run shot in the 4th inning. Kyle Bradish lasted just 2 2/3 for Baltimore. Gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits, walked 3, struck out 6. Taj Bradley for Tampa Bay getting the start. He was charged with all 9 runs. On the other side of the scorecard, all 9 runs were earned against Bradley. All 4 home runs hit by Baltimore against Bradley on the day as well. 5 Baltimore relievers combining for 6 1/3 scoreless after Bradish. Rays 2 relievers did not allow a run over the final 4 2/3 innings in relief of Taj Bradley. Rays have now lost 9 of 12. Rays manager Kevin Cash tossed in the 3rd inning by home plate umpire Chad Fairchild. Cash, his first ejection of the season. Phillies at home, continuing their series against the Reds on Saturday. Alec Boehm knocked in 2 with a double in the 1st inning. Nick Castellanos followed with a run-scoring double. Phillies led 3-0 at that point and rang the bell with a 6-1 victory against the Cardinals. The Phillies are now 41-18 on the season. 41-18. Terrific start to the season. Best record in Major League Baseball. Just remember, a couple of weeks ago, Rob Thompson, manager of the Phillies, basically saying, it's great that we're winning all these games in the regular season. But what ultimately it comes down to is what we do in October. Can they be the one team of 30 in Major League Baseball to win that final game in the World Series, have a great regular season record, followed up with a great October? Again, we've got a lot of baseball. We're still not at the midway point at this point in the season, but the Phillies, again, a record, an impressive record of 41-18. Red Sox at Fenway against the Tigers on Saturday. Enmanuel Valdez, 2 home runs, led the Red Sox to a 6-3 victory. Valdez, both home runs against Reese Olson, who is now 1-6 with a loss on Saturday. Valdez, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. His first home run tied the game at 1 in the 2nd. His second home run, a 2-run shot in the 6th inning. That put the Red Sox up 5-1. Cooper Criswell gave up just 1 earned run and 4 hits over 5 innings. He notched his 3rd win of the season. Criswell walked 1, struck out 5. Tyler O'Neill could be off the IL. He's on the IL currently with right knee soreness. Could be off the IL during the upcoming week, perhaps Wednesday or Thursday. That from Alex Cora, manager of the Red Sox, on Saturday. Blue Jays home against the Pirates. Pirates never trailed Saturday, able to even up the series against the Blue Jays with an 8-1 victory in Toronto. Mitch Keller, solid performance. 6 innings, 1-run baseball. Keller, 7-3 on the season. He gave up 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 8. Keller, last 5 starts, perfect 5-0 record. And in those 5 outings, 33 2/3 innings of work, 5 earned runs allowed. Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brian Reynolds, both hitting 2-out, 2-run home runs in the win for the Buccos. Hayes hit his in the 1st inning. Reynolds hit his in the 9th inning. Bo Bichette 0 for 4, a couple of strikeouts. Bichette 0 for 9 so far in the first 2 games of the series for Toronto. Jays 3 for 22 with runners in scoring position over the first 2 games as well. Luis Ortiz, relieving Keller, went the final 3 innings, picked up the save in relief, and his first save of the season. Mets and Diamondbacks at Citi Field. Mets prior to the game recognizing Darryl Strawberry, 1983 Rookie of the Year, member of the 86 World Series team. And listen to some of Darryl Strawberry's comments when he spoke at the ceremony on Saturday and basically apologized. You don't get apologies often in ceremonies like that where they retire a number. Strawberry's number 18, but he apologized to the Mets fan base. And you can say what you want about Darryl Strawberry. I have over the years. I'm still sore from, I think it was 1987, being in the parking lot in St. Lucie, Florida, trying to approach his car and basically understood even at that age, I'm not going to go any further. He does not want to sign autographs today. And even at that age, understanding if I got over there and Darryl Strawberry somehow signed an autograph for me, then probably other people were going to come over as well. And that was going to take 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour of his time. So that apology from Strawberry to the fan base, not thinking it was to me individually on Saturday, but I just thought I thought that was admirable in many ways. Diamondbacks did beat the Mets, ending their 5-game losing streak, winning 10-5. It wasn't really that close. Pete Alonso hit a home run, I believe a 2-run shot in the ninth inning. Christian Walker, on the other hand, broke a scoreless tie with a 2-out grand slam, hit home runs with runners on base. Walker's grand slam against Sean Manaea in the third inning. Manaea gave up 6 runs, 5 earned, did strike out 10, took the loss. Bottom 3 hitters in the Diamondbacks lineup. Let's recognize and tip our cap to Blaze Alexander, Jake McCarthy, and Kevin Newman. Each had 2 hits and 2 runs scored. Between the 3 of them, they also stole 4 stolen bases, 4 bases as well. That's a season high, 4 stolen bases in a game for the Diamondbacks. Again, the bottom 3 hitters combining for 6 hits and 6 total runs, Alexander, McCarthy, and Newman. Mark Vientos, Pete Alonso. I mentioned Alonso homering in the ninth inning. Vientos homered early on. Walker's second career grand slam. And again, the Mets prior to the game honoring Darryl Strawberry and retiring his number 18. How about the Reds and Cubs? Was scoreboard watching? Yes, I know it's June. We haven't even hit July 4. But the Reds and Cubs had over a 3.5-hour weather delay at the start of the game. So they had a lot of waiting around Saturday. Cubs, 2 runs in the 8th inning, 2-run home run from Dansby Swanson. Obviously, he didn't want to go extra innings. Swanson, the home run, broke a 5-5 tie. The Cubs win by a score of 7-5. Reds scored 4 runs in the second. Cubs answered right back in the bottom of the inning, tied the game up at 4 in a grand slam from Seiya Suzuki, Hunter Green. 6 innings. 5 earned runs, gave up the grand slam to Suzuki. Green gave up just 3 hits, but he's prone to walks on occasion. Walked 5, struck out 5. Cody Bellinger, 0 for 4 Saturday, 0 for 9 over the first 2 games of the series for Chicago. Bellinger, prior to this 0 for 9, had 5 2-hit games in his previous 6 games before Friday's action got underway. Mariners up 2-0 in their series at home in Seattle against the Angels. In Seattle on Saturday, Bryce Miller struck out 9, gave up just 3 hits over 6 scoreless innings. Mariners blanking the Angels 9-0. 3 Seattle relievers all working a scoreless inning to complete the shutout. Julio Rodriguez, 3 base hits, starting to heat up. Very slow start for Rodriguez to the 24 season. 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Rodriguez. J.P. Crawford, grand slam. That in the 4th inning made it 5-0. Luke Raley hit a solo home run in the 6th inning. Mariners, now a season high 6 games over 500, have won 7 straight home series. And Seattle manager Scott Servais called it a fun game. Why not? When you shut out a team and get a couple of home runs, including a grand slam, it should be fun, right? Baseball's fun. Marlins, Rangers in Miami. Marlins never trailed in winning Friday's opener against the Rangers. Rangers never trailed in winning 7-0 against the Marlins on Saturday. With the win on Saturday, the Rangers have now won 4 of 5. Michael Lorenzen, 3 relievers combining on the shutout. Lorenzen went the first 6 1/3 innings before he gave way to the bullpen. Lorenzen gave up 5 hits, walked 2, struck out 7. Ryan Weathers, who has been in a hot stretch prior to the game on Saturday. He gave up 4 runs, struck out 11. That's a new career high. Weathers ended up going 6 innings. Weathers now 3-5 with the loss. Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, 3 hits apiece. Seager now has hit safely in 14 straight games. Rangers 13 hits, did strike out 16 times against Weathers and the Miami bullpen. Braves home against the A's. A's tallied 16 hits, beat up on Chris Sale and Atlanta on Saturday. A's did have to come from behind, eventually won the game 11-9. How about that? Sale, you get 8 runs against Sale. He gave up 8 runs, all earned on 9 hits over 4 innings, and you actually had to come from behind. Sale, no decision. Series in Atlanta now tied at 1. A's scored 4 runs in the second, led 6-2 through the first 2 innings. Miguel Andujar, 4 for 5, home run, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Brent Rooker, couple base hits, including a home run he knocked in 4. Braves did come back. Took the lead with a 6-run 5th inning. Matt Olson tied the game at 8 with a 2-run shot. That in the 5th inning. Braves then went in front later in the frame. RBI base hit off the bat of Adam Duvall. Rooker's 2-run double in the 6th inning put the A's up 10-9. Max Schumann also going 4 for 4 with 3 runs scored as well for Oakland. Marcell Ozuna, 2 base hits, home run number 17, and he knocked in 4. A's get the better of Sale, who did take the no decision, and the Braves, that series even at 1-1. Astros used the long ball to even up their home series against the Twins, won Saturday 5-2. Houston, all 4 home runs against starter and losing pitcher Joe Ryan. 3rd time this season Astros have hit 4 home runs in a game. They hit a season-high 5 back on April 1st against the Blue Jays. Remember, in that game, Ronel Blanco no-hit the Jays in that win. Yordan Alvarez hit not 1, but 2 home runs on Saturday. He knocked in 3. Jose Abreu hit his first of the 2024 season, that in the second inning. And Kyle Tucker added another, his 19th on the year. Tucker's home run in the third. Framber Valdez able to hold the Twins to just 1 run on a couple of hits over 7 innings. Twins did not get their first hit off Valdez until the 7th, when Manuel Margot reached with a leadoff single. Valdez walked 2, struck out 4, now 4-3 on the season with the victory. Yoshinobu Yamamoto struck out 7, gave up a run over 6 innings. Dodgers beat the Rockies in L.A. 4-1. That series even at 1-1. Yamamoto the win 6-2. Rookie Andy Pages 3 base hits. Evan Phillips scoreless 9th inning for the save, his 9th on the year. Jason Hayward, Will Smith, each producing RBI doubles in the win. Dodgers have won 4 of 5. Ezekiel Tovar have a series. Tovar, his second straight 3-hit game, coming in the loss on Saturday for Colorado. Fernando Tatis, 3 hits, including a solo home run. Ha-Seong Kim, a double, triple, 3 RBIs. Padres in Kansas City beat the Royals 7-3. Padres have taken the first 2 games of that series. Royals right now in a tough stretch. They've dropped 3 in a row, 6 of 7. Kim, 3-run double in the 4th inning, turned a 1-run deficit into a 5-3 lead. Vinny Pasquantino, 3 base hits, including a double home run, 3 RBIs for KC. Padres manager calling it a great win. Yes, indeed, it was. Thank you, Mr. Schild. Royals are going to look to avoid being swept for the first time this season when they host the finale on Sunday in Kansas City. Saying Aaron Judge hit another home run is like Forrest Gump saying that he went to the White House again. Don't know Forrest Gump is? That's all right. Don't be afraid to watch a movie once in a while. Judge, number 21 on the season. 2-run shot in the first off Logan Webb. Yankees went from there. Yankees won again, beat the Giants Saturday 7-3. They wrap up their road trip on Sunday against the Giants. We'll head back home. Alex Verdugo, 2 hits, RBI, base hit, a single in the 3rd, RBI triple for Verdugo in the 8th inning. He scored in front of Giancarlo Stanton. Next batter hitting a home run. The 2-run shot for Stanton in the 8th inning, capping the scoring. Stanton, number 14 on the season. Yankees have won 4 in a row, 15 wins over their last 19. And again, the Yankees, 3-city road trip, and wrap it up against the Giants on Sunday. The Yankees, the Guardians, 7 teams total. Yankees, Guardians, Brewers, Mariners, Orioles, Phillies, Padres. Not going to repeat that list. It's a long list. All 7 of those teams can pull off series sweeps with victories on Sunday. Again, that is a wrap of day number 66 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Sugar's Random Thoughts, as always, brought to you by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in beautiful Easton, Maryland. Considering a stay on the Maryland Eastern Shore this spring, summer, or fall, consider a stay at the Yellow Rose of Talbot B&B. Tell my sister Tammy, my brother-in-law Kenneth, that I sent you their way. At the start of Sunday's action, 15 series will be wrapping up on Sunday. Just 12 teams right now playing better than 500 baseball. 12 teams above 500 going into Sunday. 0 teams at 500. And that means 18 teams right now in Major League Baseball. 18 teams are not playing winning baseball. Didn't look it up Saturday, but Friday's schedule, 1-day game at Wrigley, 14 night games, 9 different start times, including a 6:40, a 7:07, and a 7:20. Come on. First pitch, 7:20. Yeah, I guess we could say, we always say it's all about the money. We can also say, a 7:20 first pitch. That's all about TV as well. A reminder, give us a follow, our YouTube channel, Lennox on Baseball, and also follow us on X and subscribe to our Spotify channel as well. All Lennox on Baseball on the social media. Former Aberdeen Ironbird intern Brian Holland says goodbye for us. Brian, take it away.
Stop talking during the anthem. watch Steve Lennox's new podcast because Steve is the man.